Greetings everyone, and welcome to Techtonica, a new factory automation game set beneath the surface of an alien planet. This is a sponsored video series, and I'd like to show you how we explore the cavernous steps, follow the story, construct our first factories and automate them. The game can also be played in a 4-player co-op mode, and it's part of the Steam Strategy Fest right now until September 4th, so try it out. If you're interested, have a look at the link in the video description to find out more about it. But without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we?
Structural integrity failing. Emergency resuscitation of all personnel initiated. Exit this facility and report to Production Terminal Lima.
Alright, so this is where we start, and we have no idea who we are right now. We are probably coming out of one of these.
Your medical status is diagnostic failure.
Okay.
Report to medical officer for unknown.
Out of these life support systems here. And yeah, well, let's just have a look around in this facility for starters. Ooh, there's a factory already. But I guess we cannot use that, right?
Identified. The assembled nation's industrial expedition to the planet of Calyx.
Oh, there's some supplies, it seems. Perfect. Copper components, iron components, electrical components, and copper frames that we can use in our existing inventory. So we have some stuff already in stock. Seems like some iron frame here, mechanical components. We have limestone and copper wires as well. And a dead end. Looks like we can't continue in this direction. There is a pickaxe though. This is looking nice, so I guess we could use it to get through that. Let's have a look at the map real quick so we can see. This is a really cool map, by the way, on this very 3D holographic projection that we see there. And we can see that this is the facility with probably a few more mysteries down the road. And there we are, and we kind of like need to get into this area now. And yes, this is the only way forward. This is what's blocking it, so let's just block it away. We do get some soil out of that. Alright. There you go. There's still one more. Limestone as well. And woo.
Hello? Can you hear me? Your suit can't transmit a voice or ID signal, but my sensors are indicating you're out there. First things first, check in at that production terminal. I need a second set of eyes on how badly damaged it is.
Alright, so Sparks is talking with us, and it seems like we're not that alone after all. There's also lots of stuff already that we can gather. So these plants here, give me plant matter. We can have a look at my inventory there anytime. There's also kindle vine seed, alien planet seed capable of accelerated growth. Alright, probably going to need that down the road. That is a beautiful cave. And I guess we were an expedition or some sorts and there was an accident. We just need to figure out what's actually going on here. I could gather now all of this all day, but of course we get a mission. And probably also not unlimited food supplies, so let's better check it out. This is the facility. Production Terminal Lima, it's called. Let's have a look. And we need to repair it, by the looks of it. But for repairing it, we do need iron ore and copper ore, 15 each.
Drills were the only buildable tech I could recover. Try crafting a few with materials from some of the chests around here.
Alright. Could probably also, yep, harvest these rocks here already. As we can see, we do get some limestone out of that. River rock with plant matter and limestone, but not iron and copper. So there's some chests over here. With, yeah, more basic materials, I'd say. So frames, components, the iron and copper components, electrical components. And there's a second chest with more of the same. And our first mission here would be now to build and place a mining drill at a nearby iron vein and copper vein. Now, how can we find this? It's probably the glowing stuff here. So this looks like iron to me. Alright, and then we would just need to find some copper as well. It also seems like an interesting smaller part here with a tree inside. Right? Has my pickaxe... Does it have durability or anything like that? I don't think so. I think we can just use it forever. And chop down anything that we find. Alright, so no copper there, obviously. Over there, this looks like copper because this is glowing and it's red. Perfect, so we do have the two sources of resources. Build and place a mining drill. Alright, let's have a look. This is my building menu. And we can see there is a mining drill. It does require some iron frames, some iron components. And we can then produce ore out of that. So let's build one of them. The game tells me to build... No. Just one on either side. So let's build two of them for now because we're going to need to. And we can then place them over there. Perfect. And there's also the output area then. Alright, so we need to make sure that for later we do have the output set correctly. So let's place it here. And that is my first structure. And these of course are also mining drills now that I can see it. Right, but they're destroyed obviously, so we can't use them. Build and place 3 mining drills, it says now. Alright, now let's have a look how we can now power this one with plant matter. So let's go ahead. And as we can see, we consume now some of that plant matter here, and we produce iron ore at a steady pace. And now also a soft music kicks in, indicating that the game has started, because we're now producing something. Nice detail there. Let's get over to the other side. There's actually 2 copper deposits here. We might use both of them. We do need to build 3 anyway for the mission. We can also have a quick look at my journal right over here. So this is where we can see all the past missions, right? And all the current missions that we have. So we got this qualification here, the mining automation. And we also got the primary work order, which is repairing production terminal Lima. We need to get this one online again. And this requires the materials that we already now start to harvest. This is the next mining drill. Let's make sure that the output is set right. For this one, however, we do need to, gather some plant matter again. I would like to do this. And we probably, let's have a look at the map there too. Oh yeah, it's quite expansive, right? There is lots of stuff over there as well. If we follow the smaller river there, we might actually find more mysteries down the road. I don't know how deep I should go in there now, because there might also be some fighting involved, and I don't have anything for that yet. Who knows about that? Oh, I think it also just collapsed that once more. So if we want to continue, we need to dig deeper. But of course, I'm just here to, pick some flowers. Have fun with that. 130 plant matter we have collected with that again. And let's just turn them in. That's actually 600 that we have now. And the 500 will last for quite some time. And with that, we are also now mining copper. Let's do it again. What is that? This is an invalid. So I guess we will have to have it here. Does this work? Seems like it works. There you go. The third one. With that, we have finished the qualification mission. Right. Do we get any reward out of that? Doesn't look like it. Let's also make sure that this one is working. It's always better to have 2 instead of 1, of course. And since it's such a cheap early building, we can just put it in there. Plus, we can gather these plant matters really quickly, so no problem there. As we also harvest now, or mine the copper out of that. Let's go ahead and also cut down some stone that we have over there, some rocks for the limestone, because I'm pretty sure we're going to need that soon. And I'm also going to continue, of course, with harvesting whatever we can find over there. I hope it's not poisonous at all. Alright, let's have a look at my iron one. We already have 70, almost 80 of it in. Perfect, let's put it in my inventory. And let's also refuel the drill that we have over there. Well, 80 we got already. We only need 15 really. So let's just wait it out a real second there for the copper to also come in. Yeah, this should be enough. And what we can also see, the game actually tells us what kind of resource is stored in there. That's very convenient. And we could just go over here and collect it. And as we can see, the ratio though, or the rate at which the copper is coming in is slower than actually the iron. Alright, so I think it might be a good idea to have 2 here and 1 for the iron. Alright. Let's gather some plants there again. I want to refuel one of these before we continue with other things. Would be this one, that's at 500 now almost, and this one is also at 500 now. Perfect. So we don't need to worry about these things. Let's go back, because of course we have a mission, and let's power this thing up again, right? Let's repair it with the ore that we have. That's 15 iron and 15 copper. And with that we have unlocked a new tier, and new technologies are available.
Good work getting that ore plugged into the terminal, Groundbreaker. If you weren't on my crew, you should have been. For the next phase of repairs, you're gonna need a scanner. The tech for it unlocked automatically when you fixed this thing. So, open up your crafting menu and build one.
Right, and as we can see, yep, the wheels are turning again. A bit of steam is coming out. The thing is powering up once more. And as she told us, we now need to craft a scanner. So let's go ahead and have a look. We got 5 tabs here: production, logistics, base building, intermediates, and equipment. And in the equipment we can find the scanner. Molecular scanner recovers data for the restoration of corrupted technologies and misplaced memories. Copper frame and electrical components are required for this. And lucky us, we found that in one of the chests. So we can quickly go ahead.
Scanner. Scan machine fragments to restore tech tree access.
Very good. Let's actually move this one. I think we can do this. Would like to move this to the second tab here, so we can have a lot here, as we can see, a lot of tools available. And then I can just get it out here and yeah, start scanning stuff. Let's just see what we can scan. Those smaller plants here, for example, amber stalk. And this gives me a data bank entry that we can then also have a look at. And I think it's more than just that. Alright, we also get some resources from time to time. Scan 3 smelter fragments to restore the machine for activation in the tech tree. There is one of these. Yeah, scanned 1 smelter. A second one. And the third one. With that, we do get a new data bank entry. And we also unlock a tech. And that is the smelters, because we have scanned it now. And we do have that blueprint for it. And as we can see, it does require these very strange 8 cores or orbs. And it will unlock then the ingots, the limestone, and the smelter building that we need. Alright.
Warning.
And over here we have
required for activation of new
the data bank. Someone is talking in the background. We can see what this planet holds, like the fountain caps, for example. This is just something that we scanned, right? It's a flora. It is in the river biome, so there's different biomes. It's harvestable, and it does give me some smaller plant resources. It's used for industrial usage. That's that. We also have the amber stalk. This is everywhere, and it gives me valuable information that we can look up that might give me an advantage later down the road. Whenever we go deeper than into the caverns, right? We probably should remember some of these things here. And this is then the smelter now, and this is the machine, a high-capacity smelter commissioned by NXCal to separate and process raw ore uncovered on Calyx. Alright. I guess we can now continue also with that. And yeah, we do get some resources out of it. Iron components, iron ingots. So also this tiny cap there, and this is an inserter. Alright, so this is once again a fragment. We do need to collect 3 more to also unlock this tech. There's a second one. There's also some more ingots and components.
Your mining drills won't be able to get you everything you need to build the rest of those research cores. Situations like these are why we always left chests with backup components kicking around.
Alright, so I need to get some backup components in the chests that might still be around somewhere here. Let's collect some more things. And we also get these light sticks, so I can scan them, and I actually do get the light stick directly into my inventory. We can use it then for something else. This also looks like something we could scan. Oh, this was a suit upgrade. Suit speed 2 in my tech tree now. And as we can see, we do have a lot of additional tabs here as well. Terraforming, synthesis, logistics, transportation, science, energy. Alright, so where's my suit? There it is. But it is a bit far away. It's in the next tier, actually, that we need to unlock first. A tool belt. That is also something. Alright, so these smaller ones are actually tags directly that we can use. And there is a research core. A purple one. And I guess we do need them for unlocking the next tier then. There's also some chests over there. Yes, very good. More resources. Mechanical components. Jump starting us a bit. And this one here too. Iron components, copper components, and copper wire once more. We need to craft and place 7 research cores now of the 380 nanometer purple type, right? In order to unlock the next one. There it is. And I think... Go ahead. There they are. And what does it say? 7 of them. Alright. And there we have them now queuing up. And we are producing them kind of like passively in the background. All the way until 7. We still also need to produce those ingots. Right? For the smelter then. Alright, we need to place them. There they are. That's the research core. And I think we're just going to stack it to the existing ones, right? I think that should be fine. There it is. This is kind of like my research chamber.
Research cores constructed. Smelter technology available for activation in Tech Tree.
And that was it. With that, we have finished that tier, I think, with all of these now. And we can have a look again. And there it is. We have the 8 orbs, 8 cores, and we can now activate the smelter.
Technology activated. Proceed with construction of smelter.
I will show you this. Let's actually also, before we do that, go back and take the ore that we have. So it's a lot of it. 200 iron. And we're probably also going to get a lot out of the copper machines here. 180 out of this one. And 180 out of this one too. So lots of copper there as well. Do we need more power? No, it's barely going down. This I like. That means I don't need to replace it or refuel it so often, right? Which would be tedious over time. By the way, this one I haven't scanned yet. A creeping hydra. I see a lot of these. We'll refuel that one. Perfect. Now, I do have a new tag. Let's go ahead. There it is, the smelting. And yeah, let's build 2 of them actually. They require limestone. I'm just glad that I got some of that. And copper components.
You've activated the smelter tech, but you still need to build one and place it.
I sure will. So let's have one, I think, yeah, next to my mining drill here. So we will have belts at some point. So let's just make sure that we place this correctly. Some over there.
Inbound. Smelter. Supply with ore to produce ingots.
There it is.
Requires plant matter for fuel.
Alright. And let's have a look at that. We do need fuel once more. Let's actually fill it up. And then we do need any kind of ore. And of course we're going with the iron ore. And as we can see, now we're smelting ingots out of that. Can I see the ratio? I think it's 2 to 1 by the look of it. Perhaps it stays somewhere, but yeah, it's 2 to 1 for this. Let's get over to the copper as well. So we have 2 of them. Let's just make sure that we can at some point use both of them in one. And probably place it somewhere over here. Perfect. And once again, the plant and then the copper. The ratio for this one is also 2 to 1. Alright. I can use the remaining time gathering some more plants and waiting for a proper amount of ingots. So we need 20, right? For the next step of Lima. Gathering something. We might also venture into one of these mysterious caves there. There's also mushrooms here. A pelagoshroom, it's called. Now that's a cool name. A dappleshroom. Do we get more resources once we have scanned it? Perhaps. The tree I cannot scan, unfortunately. That's the creeping hydra. We already have scanned this at some point. Alright, so far so good. I think we're on the right track. We're still alive. There hasn't been any monsters out there yet. We're drilling a bit, smelting the first ingots, and following the story of this Lima facility and where we are and what we do here actually. Stay tuned for the next episode. And if you're interested in this game, check out the link in the video description. Cheers!